So do you want to tell me a little bit about your interests and your hobbies?
Yeah, sure. I'm actually involved in a couple of clubs at NYU. I am the section editor for the NYU Travel Magazine. It's called the Baedeker Travel Magazine. I just finished editing all of my stories about the United States. I had to wrangle up a couple of writers in order to get the ball rolling, just to see who else was out there. That was my job, to collect writers, and I just finished editing. I'm also an active member of the Women's in Communications Club. I basically just attend every month, and it's just kind of like to try and find out where I want to be in 5 years in terms of communication, and it's just opened my eyes to a lot of different job opportunities like this one.
Oh, all right, that's really ambitious. So that's outside of school. Do you want to tell me a little bit about maybe what some of the classes that you've taken in NYU are, or what your favorite class has been?
Well, my major is called Media, Culture, and Communications. I like to brag about my major because it sounds very fancy. It's super broad. I'm specifically interested in the media aspect of it. I particularly would like to go into something that involves writing or maybe advertising later in life. That's kind of where I see myself 5 years down the line. But I've always been like super attracted to different types of like advertising on the street, or like the way that people communicate. I would actually consider my interpersonal communication skills to be one of my strengths, and that's something that I'm really interested in.
All right. So as far as the way that you consume news, you stay up to date on current events, how do you normally go about that? Through what avenues?
I'm really big into social media. I have a Facebook, I have a Tumblr, I have a Pinterest. One of my favorite news outlets is actually following the Huffington Post because it's user-generated, and that's one of the things that I'm interested in, is creating news for other people. So that's definitely one of the avenues where I get my news. I also try to be nonpartisan and check out all the different types of media in terms of Fox News or CNN, and I try to not be biased, and I view them from different perspectives.
Right. So it seemed like you've sort of already covered why you might be interested in this industry, but is there anything else that you want to add, anything particular that you really, really like about this industry?
Well, there is one thing that I do like, and it's just kind of getting your voice out there for the world to see. I love that Blue Link Marketing has all these different kinds of outlets. You have a travel magazine, you have a fashion magazine. Well, not magazines, but you have online sort of voices that you guys sort of put out to the world, and I think that's really interesting, and I would love to know more about that because I consider myself to be a multifaceted person that can go from job to job fairly quickly and fairly efficiently, so I'm really interested in all your different facets of your company.
Is there any one site that you're more interested in?
I am particularly interested in your travel blog and your fashion blog. I consider myself to be a little bit of a fashionista, if you will.
Clearly very fashionable.
Thank you.
So you must like to travel?
Yeah, I just got back from Cuba, which was an interesting travel experience. I got to go with one of my honors classes, and it was for a class called The American Dream, so we were looking for the American Dream in Cuba, which was very interesting to see the different perspectives that people bring to the table, especially coming from a different country, coming from a communist country. So yeah, that was one of the main travel experiences that I will cherish.
That sounds really exciting. So do you have any more questions for me?
I guess I just want to learn more about your company culture. For example, how did you get involved in Blue Link Marketing?
Well, much like you, I graduated from NYU.
Oh, how exciting.
And for a while I interned at another fashion magazine, and I just, I said to myself, this does not have the same vision as me, and I want to move on. I want to move to a company that really shares the same vision as me, and I ended up here. And after I came here, I was, really interested in all of the other sites more so than fashion. So I was able to branch out and really explore my horizons.
That's great that you got the opportunity to explore those different options, because that's really what I'm looking forward to, especially with an internship opportunity. I'm here to learn.
Great. All right. Well, that's the end of our interview.
Thank you so much.